Hello everyone, how's it going? So I'm just setting up my phone too, so just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm currently live on both my phone, so I'm using TikTok and also YouTube. So I will be answering questions from both of these chats to help you out with any questions that you have. So, how is everybody doing? Happy long weekend. It's a long weekend here in Canada. So, happy long weekend. Does anybody have any plans for the long weekend? Let me know if you have any plans going on. I'm hoping that the weather's going to get a bit nicer. Maybe I can go for a walk or a hike or something like that. But yeah, anybody have any plans or anything that you're up to? So, okay. So, we're going to be talking about supplements for brain fog. We're going to be talking about supplements for brain fog. So, hey, everybody that's joining. If you just joined, we are both live on YouTube and also on TikTok as well. So, all right. So, I'm just asking everybody what they're doing this weekend for the long weekend, then we'll get started into the supplements. So some people are saying they're going to be staying in bed. Oh no, too bad. So going to be having a weekend in bed. I'm hopefully getting outside to go for a hike or something outdoors. But yeah, let us know. What are you guys up to this weekend? Okay. What is brain fog? Yeah, so we're going to be talking about brain fog, and we're going to be talking about 4 different supplements that can help improve brain fog. So what is brain fog? Let me know in the comments. Has anybody experienced brain fog before? So brain fog would be like if you have difficulty concentrating, if you have difficulty with memory, maybe you're forgetting things easily, if you have difficulty like doing certain tasks or you're forgetting things. Like, does anybody experience any of that kind of stuff? So that would be brain fog. It could even be like you feel like things aren't as clear. So you maybe your concentration's not as clear, or you feel like you just aren't as sharp and you're not as focused. I don't know. Anybody experience that? I do experience that from time to time. I feel like I have been experiencing that a little bit more recently, and it could be due to stress. It could be you have a lot of things going on. It could be just maybe other things are also taking up your time as well. So it can be due to a lot of different things. But let me know. What do you guys experience that? Yeah. Let's do a little poll. Do you experience brain fog? Yes or no? Okay, so some people on YouTube here are saying, my brain is always foggy when I don't sleep enough. So that can definitely be true. If you don't sleep enough, it can definitely cause some brain fog. So we'll talk about that. From time to time, some people saying they experience it daily. Okay, and then on TikTok we have some smiles and some cries. So yeah, so I think it's a common thing that we can experience. So yes, so sleep can be one thing that can definitely play a role in that. Okay, so let's talk about the 4 supplements I want to talk about. I hope these ones are helpful for you. I think you guys will like them a lot. They're things that are easily accessible. You can get them at your typical health food store. Okay, so the first one, let's talk about it, is called L-theanine. Has anybody heard about L-theanine? Have you ever taken L-theanine? Maybe you've heard of it from green tea. So L-theanine is in green tea. It's a compound that's in green tea. You can get it in regular green tea or matcha green tea. So L-theanine, what it's great for is it helps to boost your alertness, and it also helps to keep you relaxed. So if you feel like you have a little bit of like restlessness, but you also can't focus and you have like difficulty with concentrating, L-theanine is great for improving your alertness, but also calming you down. So I don't know if you've ever had a cup of green tea. Let me know if you've had a cup of green tea and you kind of just feel zened out, like you feel just chill. Does anybody ever experience that? If you had like a cup of green tea, has that ever done that to you? Well, that's most likely from the L-theanine. Okay, so somebody wants me to spell it out on YouTube, so I'm just going to write it down in the chat. So it's L and then dash theanine. Yeah, so That's how you spell it. Theanine, theanine. So it is actually an amino acid. So that's L-theanine, and you can get this in different forms. It's really good to get it in a form like already in a supplement form, so you can get it in a capsule form. Or you can even have like green tea or matcha green tea, and that way you're getting it through that source, but you're not going to get as much as you would get if you were to get it in a supplement form. Does that make sense? So like you'll get it in the green tea, but you won't get it as much in the if you were to get it in the supplement form. Okay, so we got in YouTube, some people are saying that they experience brain fog daily. Oh no. Okay, so maybe you can use one of these supplements and they can help you out. I have green tea, but I don't feel that effect. Interesting. So you don't feel the chilled out Zen effect from the green tea. Okay, well, maybe you're not having like a strong enough green tea or a more pure green tea, or maybe just to have that effect on you. But generally with green tea, you should feel that chilled out effect. Or maybe if you tried the L-theanine supplement on its own, you would feel that, because it does really help that. And then the great thing about L-theanine is it doesn't make you drowsy. So it's not going to cause you to like feel drowsy or sleepy. So that's why it's great for like having it during the day. So it's great for calming the body down, but it won't make you sleepy. So it actually helps to make you like alert. So that's the first one. That's L-theanine. Maybe you guys will like that one, and maybe you want to give that one a try. Let me know. Okay. Let's move on to the second one. So number 2, supplement number 2 that I like using for brain fog is fish oil or omega-3s. So does anybody here take fish oil or omega-3 or any sort of, I guess, omega-3 fatty acid? Have you ever taken it, or do you take it now? What do you guys think about that? I'll tell you a little bit about that one. Yeah, so interesting. So we're getting some comments about interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. I think we're talking about the sleepy and drowsiness from before. So let's talk about omega-3 and how to like pick the right omega-3, because there's many different types out there, and we'll talk about why it's important. So omega-3 fatty acids are important for your brain health because your brain actually has a lot of fatty acids and like fat molecules and fat cells in it. So it's important to support those fat cells, and that can be done through the omega-3s. They also give you energy, they give you fuel, so it's like fuel for your body and your brain. So it can be really helpful with improving concentration, memory, and preventing the brain fog. Yeah, so some people on YouTube are saying, yes, I take them daily, okay. Sometimes I take them, but I hate the fish burps. Interesting, yeah, that's a big thing. Like a lot of people hate the fish burps from the fish oil. I find that, personally, I find like if I have it with food, so if I've already eaten some food, it can help prevent that. Like I hate having it on an empty stomach, or just making sure that there's also not too much food in your stomach, because then if you're burping, it's going to cause like the fish taste. So yeah, I actually heard a tip once, if you buy like the capsule ones and you put them in the freezer, they're supposed to prevent the fish burps, but I haven't tried myself, so I can't say for sure. But yeah, so fish oil is great. So let's talk a little bit about fish oil. There's 2 types of fatty acids. That's EPA and DHA. So those are your omega-3s. And you always want to look at the amount that's in them and also the quality. So you want a 3-to-1 ratio of EPA to DHA. So that's more EPA than DHA that you'd want there. And then you also want at least like 1,500 milligrams of the fish oil. So if you're like looking at the label, it should say like at least 1,500 milligrams of the fish oil that you should be getting in a serving. So does anybody do you guys like do you like prefer fish oil in liquid, or do you prefer it in the gel cap? So those are the 2 forms. They're both the same, like in terms of preference. Like I think it would just depend on what you like, but you could have it in either form, and they're both great quality as long as you're making sure that you're getting one that's like certified. There's many different fish oils out there, so just getting one that's certified by it's like the International Fish Oil Standard. Just make sure it has that little like label on it that says that. So yeah, that's fish oil. Does anybody have questions about the fish oil or even about the L-theanine that we talked about? Yeah, I think that's you can take you can take fish oil pretty much daily. It helps for other things as well, for sure. The paste. What's the paste? The fish oil paste? I'm not sure what that is. The gels. Okay, so people you're saying that they like the gels better. Is omega-3 also in eggs? Yeah, good question. So there's also omega-3 in eggs. So you can get this from food. If you don't want to take the fish oil, you can get omega-3 from food. So eggs have it, walnuts have it, flax seeds and hemp seeds and chia seeds also have omega-3s. So those are some good high sources. And then fish, of course. So you can have salmon is a good one. Definitely. You'd have to have more, same thing when we were talking about the green tea. You'd have to have way more fish or those foods in order to get the amount of omega-3. But yeah. Yeah, so definitely you can have that as well. Okay. So we talked about those two. Let's move on to another one. So this other supplement that I really like, and maybe it's not something that's specific for brain health, but it's really helpful for improving energy and also helpful for improving concentration and brain fog, is called a B complex. So I'm not sure if you've ever heard about a B complex. A B complex is just many different B vitamins. So we have vitamin B1, and then there's vitamin B3, B6, B5, B6, B9. So there's many different B vitamins, and a B complex will have all of these B vitamins in it. So it's good because it helps give you energy. You have B12. A lot of people know about vitamin B12. So B12 is important for energy, important for your red blood cell production. So if you're getting a good B complex, it's going to have many different B vitamins in it that can help improve your energy and also improve your brain health, prevent that fatigue that you might experience, and also help prevent the brain fog. So I'm going to show on YouTube, I'm going to show you guys different types of B vitamins because there are different ones. You don't always want to get one that's maybe just the cheapest one because it could actually not have the proper form. So there's different forms of these vitamins. So there's ones that are activated or methylated also, and then there's ones that are not activated. So it's always better to have an activated or methylated form of a B complex because your bodies are going to be able to easily absorb it rather than having to do that work itself and methylate it, if that makes sense. So it's basically like having something that's activated rather than making your body have to activate it. So I can't really show on TikTok this because I can't share my screen, but I'm going to show you guys on YouTube. So we're going to go through I'm going to show you two different types of B complexes. And you guys can also, if you're on TikTok, you can look it up yourself. So the first one we're going to look at is Weber Naturals B complex. And anybody else on YouTube can also look this one up too. But it's called Weber's Natural. So let's look up that and look at the ingredient list of this one. And then I'll show you one that's a bit better. So this is important because you don't want to waste your money on buying something that maybe is not maybe it's cheaper, maybe it's the cheaper option, but it's not going to really do much for you if it's not working. It's always better to get something that's better quality. Maybe it's a little bit more expensive, but it's a bit better. So it's going to give you the better benefits. Okay, so let's open this one. So right now we're just looking at Weber Naturals B complex. And yeah, let's look at this. So where did it go? Okay, so this is what it looks like. Weber's Natural. If you guys want to just look it up, it's Weber's Natural B complex. I guess I don't know how to do that. Switch my screen. Oh no, that I'm gonna have to learn how to do. I could have switched my screen and shown you to figure that out. But okay, everybody can just look up Weber's Natural. This is the B complex. So B complex, we'll go to the ingredients. And here we can see there's like B1, B2, niacinamide, B6, B12, pantothenic acid, biotin, folic acid, choline. So I'm going to pull up another one that's called NFHB complex. So this one is a better quality one. Specifically, you want to look at the folic acid and the B12. So actually the Weber's one, if we look at the B12, it is the methylcobalamin. So that's actually a good one. It's methylated. A lot of them have cyanocobalamin, which is not the methylated one. It's harder for your body to process, so it's better to get the methylcobalamin. If we look at the B12 here, it's methylcobalamin, so it's great. Then if we look at something like folic acid, so here it's just folic acid, but if we look at this brand, the NFH one, it's actually the L-methylfolate. So it's methylated, it's a better form. So whenever you're getting like folic acid or folate, you want the L-methylfolate. And it's from the L5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. So it's a very long word, but that's the one that you want to get. So that's the more important one. And I think the other ones that are in here in the Weber ones aren't too bad. I think, let's look at the B5. They have the calcium D pantothenate. And this one's the pantothenate. It's the same thing. So pyridoxal 5, phosphate is the better one. Yeah, so all the other ones are not too bad. But that's just something to keep in mind when you're looking at your supplements, making sure that when you're getting the B complex, it's the methylated form. Okay. So, all right, so that was that one. Does anybody have questions? I'm going to go up to YouTube and see if anybody has any questions. Does anybody have questions about the B complex? So we're talking about 4 herbs for, or not herbs, but 4 supplements for brain fog. So we talked about the L-theanine, we talked about omega-3 fish oil, and now we just talked about the B complex. So anybody have any questions about those 3 before I go on to the last one? Let me know if you have questions. B complex, you can get that in capsule form, is usually the most easiest, most preferred to take, but you can also get it in a liquid form. It does come in liquid form, so either the liquid form or the capsule form. In order to get it from the diet, it's just like you'd have to have a variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes. It's pretty much from all your foods because there's so many different of those vitamins. So it can be helpful to maybe get it in a capsule. But okay, so we have one more. It's actually kind of 2, but let me know if anybody has any more questions about these ones we've talked about so far. If you do, if not, we can move on. Okay. I don't think anybody has questions so far, so let's move on to the last one. So the last supplement was actually a herb. It's actually 2 herbs that I wanted to talk about, and these 2 herbs are called Bacopa and ginkgo. So, I don't know. Has anybody heard about these 2 herbs? Bacopa. It's actually Bacopa moneri and then ginkgo biloba. I know they're very weird names, but if you look them up, you can just see they're typical herbs. Does anybody ever taken these herbs? They can be used a lot. People like using them when they're studying. So I actually did myself. I used them when I was studying back when I was in naturopathic school. So I found that, I don't know, I guess they helped. I'm not sure. I made it through. So I think it helped just improve concentration, or helped also just improving my memory, but I don't know. I think they did. So the way that these work is they help with the nervous system and the brain health. So they help to, they can help improve blood flow a little bit, help improve the communication between the cells, and that can be helpful for improving your concentration, your memory, and your focus. So a lot of times they are popular for using when you're studying. I wouldn't say that you'd want to take these herbs on a daily basis. So something like the L-theanine, the fish oil, the B complex, those ones are a little bit easier to take on a daily basis and can be safer to take. But whenever you're taking herbs, you don't want to take them for too long. So again, like taking them, maybe if you are feeling like you're going through a stressful period or you're doing some projects at your work that are very strenuous or whatever it is, like maybe you're going through a time where you feel like your memory isn't the greatest, then I would say you can take them for a little bit. But yeah, you just want to see for sure how if there's any interactions with any medication you're taking. Make sure you always check with your doctor before you start any new type of supplement or herb, especially herbs. Herbs can have a lot of interactions. So yeah. So yeah, okay, we have a comment. So I heard the name but never tried them before. Yeah, so I guess not a lot of people try them that often, but maybe you've heard of them. Ginkgo is pretty popular. People have heard about that one. So yeah, those are the two herbs. So does anybody have any questions at all? So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you about today. It was just some herbs to help improve your brain health and reduce brain fog. I think a lot of people experience that lately, maybe being inside because of the pandemic or whatever else is going on. People are feeling like they have difficulty concentrating, or you're sitting at your computer and you're finding yourself fall asleep. These kind of herbs can help with that. You probably would want to take them in the morning. So I would say like anytime you're doing something to help improve concentration or energy, it's better to take it in the morning. You don't want it to interfere with your sleep. So take it before, I would say like before 1 or 2 p.m. But yeah. Okay, so I will stay on for the next couple of minutes or so. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think that was pretty, short and sweet. Let me know if there's anything else you wanted to ask about. I kind of covered like how to take them, the doses of taking them, and all of that too. So not necessarily the doses. Doses you want to just follow whatever you buy on the label, but I kind of talked about the different forms. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to sign off on TikTok, and then I'll stay on YouTube for about a minute. Okay. So yeah, anybody else have any questions or anything you wanted to comment about? If maybe there's one of these that you'd be interested in trying. Some of you said that you take omega-3, so that's good. Maybe there's another one you want to try. Oh, I actually recently bought a B complex that has L-theanine in it. What's it called? I forget. But it's by CanPrev, that's the brand. It's a B complex that has L-theanine in it. So it has both things, which are great. Okay, so there's a question. Except from green tea and omega-3, these are supposed to be taken only when you have brain fog. No, not necessarily. So I'll kind of clarify that. So they're good for other things too. Like the B complex can be taken on a daily basis. It's helpful for overall health. It can be helpful for many different things like preventing headaches, giving you a bit of energy, helping with your hormone health, getting some good vitamins in. So it's a great one. Fish oil can also be taken for many different things, like helping with your heart health. It's great for as well. So that's a good one. And then the herbs, like exactly those ones I would say only take when you have more brain fog. Did I miss one? See, I forget things too. Maybe I need to take some. The L-theanine, that can be taken also, I would say, yeah, more for when you have brain fog or maybe if you have a bit of anxiety or stress. Are they equally effective? I would say they're a bit different. So I would say like the herbs are probably going to be the most strongest, whereas something like fish oil, you might not notice the direct effects right away. It might take some more time, but then you're also going to be getting a lot more different benefits from something like fish oil, because it's a good omega-3, it's good for your heart, good for cholesterol. And then something like the L-theanine, that one's also pretty effective. And then the B complex, that one I would say is similar with the L-theanine, but again has other benefits too. I had chest irritation from a cough recently. What are some of your suggestions for relaxing irritation? Good question. So I would say the tea, it's called Throat Coat, is a really good one for helping with relaxing like a cough and chest. It has different herbs in it and also has echinacea in it, which can be helpful for the immune system. I would say something like that, having like a throat coat tea is that was a really good one. Yeah. And then you can buy herbs, like you can buy echinacea as well, which can help. But in a tea, it's really nice if you're feeling irritated. Yeah, great questions. Okay. Any other questions? If not, I will wrap it up today. I don't know if I'll be back. So I'm supposed to be doing this every 2 weeks, but I can't do it on June the 3rd. So I don't know if I'll do it next week or if I'll then do it. I'll for sure do it then on the 10th. I'll for sure be back on the 10th. I just don't know if I'll also come back next week because I know it's a bit of a break, but I'm not sure if I can do it next week, but we'll see. If not, I'll see you on June the 10th. Okay. All right. I think that's it then for tonight. I hope you guys had some helpful information, and maybe you can try one of these supplements if you are feeling like a little bit brain fog or, memory's not the greatest. I would say if you're already taking like a fish oil and your diet's pretty good, maybe trying something like the L-theanine, or if you need something really more effective, a bit stronger, than one of the herbs would be a better option. Okay, so that's it for tonight, and then I will see you all in, I guess, a couple of weeks or so. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great long weekend. Hopefully you can get outside and enjoy the weather if it's nicer. See you all next time. Bye for now.